got a picture.
Okay, Houston. Yeah, go on board. You get strapped so messed up in one little EVA. Dark slide. Coming out. Pose one picture. Okay. You got the ECB, right? Yeah. Just about finished with it. You got the LRB, circuit breakers, bus A, B, C, and D, and nav closed? Yep. No, I didn't close. Yeah, nav power's closed. Okay, the dust brush is on the LaCroix. It is. It's amazing. Close the LRB covers and press tight. Okay, Houston, the covers are still open and they don't have any more dust on them than they did yesterday.
Outstanding.
Therefore, you have to dust. What we need is a dust brush for the dust brush.
Don't say it.
Albedo-wise, and it's really predominant. They cross right across, go right up survey, and it's definitely ray pattern that we were crossing. Okay, 500 a stubby, 15. And that's not worth 15 pictures, Tony.
And John, before you start sampling there, could you give us a general impression of the rock types?
And it looks to me like this rock pile that we're standing in is about the same type of rock. They're, as you can see, they're angular. Let me go over here and look at this big one. I think they're right probable. They're they have a very shocked appearance. There's a boulder we could turn over, Shirley. That's what I was saying. The big one, right behind us. Trouble is, I don't want to push it into the rover. Okay, Tony, I'm taking some 500 of South Ray. I can see into the rim on the inner wall on the south side, and the characteristics of the thing is got black streaks and white streaks coming out of the wall right over the rim, which says to me there's two types of rocks down there. That's right, Charlie. That's what it says, and that's why your dark streaks show up on your photograph. It's not that thing wasn't throwing out blocks in every which direction. That dark streak right down through the middle of your photograph is probably, it looks the darkest in the area. It's probably dark material from South Ray. Okay, that one bottomed out now.
Good, Phil.
It's up above the red mark.
We'll talk about that some more. All right.
And it got progressively harder, so I think that was a good reading. I don't think that was necessarily a rock down there.
Good, Phil. We finally guessed right.
Okay, going to 8, and I'm going down slope. This crater over here looks like it might be, just downslope here looks like it might be, it's one of the sinkholes, and it could be Descartes material, because it's just some little blocks around it, and there's some little blocks inside the rim too. Okay, here we go. Okay, Houston, I'm digging an exploratory trench right here to see material is black.
Okay, we copy that, John.
Yeah, it's sure not. I mean, material is not white. It's just the same as it...
Ah, rat.
How'd you like that?
Ah, beautiful maneuver there, Charlie. What do you do for an encore?
Okay, this thing is, okay, I went down, that one bottomed out.
Okay, we saw that.
But it went all the way in. I mean the force. Okay, Houston, I've gone down about,
Experiments flight. Go ahead.
That's the end of the time here for the penetrometer. I assume you want to finish that up now. You don't want to go back to the half-inch colony.
shovel width, and it's all the same material. And I don't see any layering in it or anything.
Okay, we understand that, John.
Okay, I've gone to sequence to number 9, and I'm storing this beauty.
Okay.
And that one test downhill was on the steepest part.
Okay.
Only when I push that beauty in there, it almost turns the rover over. Yeah, I would suppose that you think all the blocks on the upslope sides were the secondary that made it, don't you reckon? If it's from South Ray? Let me go down and sample off the rim, off the south rim.
Okay, sounds
How
good.
about that?
Sounds good.
Okay, right now we're looking at about 7 plus 40, 7 plus 40.
You really need a primary impact crater to avoid the problem.
Yeah, you're right, John.
Tony, mark me down for one more. Mark me down for one more blow. Trying to get the dust off. Man, I don't want to get down here too far. This thing is deep. Okay, Tony, I'm to the 2 o'clock, 2:30 position of the rover. And I'm going to start with this double core. Got it assembled. Okay, I pushed it in. Almost up. Well, I did. I got it in up to almost to the top of the first stem by pushing it in.
Okay, we understand.
Here comes your 7-footer cross sun. I'll get you a locator. I'm just going to get you a locator now that I'm down slope. It won't be in the ground. Procedurally, that's a little wrong, but I'll do it anyway.
That's okay.
Save me some work. I've been hammering on the rim. Through Stubby, right on up to survey. You know, Tony, South Ray was mapped as the biggest crater as North Ray, and it's not nearly as big. It's just the ray pattern, the whiteness makes it look as big.
No, Charlie, it wasn't.
It was not?
Oh, I thought it was. Excuse me. That's when we started, but when we got.
Okay, Houston, I'm standing on the rim of this crater over here. The only rock I see on the south rim of this obvious secondary is it's not too big. I can get down into the crater and look down in it and see if I can scratch away to a bench if you'd like to do that.
Oh, we wouldn't like to do that, Mike.
Don't want to do that.
Okay, I don't think we need to do that, John. Charlie will bring up a rake there, and maybe from that we'll be able to get Descartes.
I'll bring up a rake. Thanks. Are you getting a rake, Charlie? I'm finishing up the double core right now. I got it back here and I'm taking it apart. Okay. Charlie.
Okay, Charlie, was that 23?
43.
Okay, copy.
Okay, from this vantage point, Houston, I'd like to shoot a pan
Have at it, John.
Really, it might be able to make some stereo. Might be able to make some stereo with it. I tell you, this is a graphic illustration of a secondary from South Ray, though, and it'll show up good if I could bend over good enough to get it. Okay, Tony, the double core is under my seat. All finished. Now, you really want me to grab the rake, Tony? I gotta go up and help John.
Okay, we definitely want him to carry the rake up there.
Oh, we're getting that, Charlie?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we'd like you to take the rake on up there.
Okay, putting it together now.
And experiments,
Fred
I've
Hayes
got
gets a
13
6-month
minutes
supply
left at
for
this
thinking
stop.
of that.
About 4 of that is
Rake thing.
pan and overheads. That geological calculation.
That is really neat.
That's right. So we got about 9.
I'll tell you one thing, we're sure up in the air. Yeah. I told those guys at the VAB we're going to be 200 feet higher than they are. We're a lot higher than the VAB.
It makes a pretty good TV picture standing up there. Got big eyes on you.
Roger, I'm just trying to figure out,
Flight experiments.
dadgummit, you know where we landed?
And I think it's already done. And
Charlie Alpha 81. What? Charlie Alpha 81. We're about 200 meters north of double spot. Yeah, there's double spot. Darn right. Exactly north of double spot, John. Well, I'll be doggone. Guess where the LNA said we're going to land? I knew we made some kind of mistake. Yeah, this is tough going here. That is absolutely remarkable. Hey, John, did you make those little footprints here around the sun? Yeah, I guess you did. I did. I came across that ridge there, and I don't advise you to get down in there either.
okay, we want 2 pans, and I guess
Yeah, this is
we
steep.
think maybe Charlie took the second one.
Okay, where do you want
to?
the-
Sure.
Now, on the rim, I think, Charlie. When we get outside the rim, that'd be definitely Descartes, right down here. Okay, but the object is to get the stuff
we want
that's
2
knocked
pans.
out of the ground and land on the rim.
We might have.
Yeah, I know it, but I thought that would definitely, we could say that would be
Okay,
definitely.
you think you copy?
Okay, I'll sample right up here.
You get somebody that's
That's
doing
a definite secondary right there, isn't it? Boy, I mean to tell you, if that's not plastic, I never saw one.
experiments.
Okay, this is
Yeah, the
straightforward.
transcript's up
Love
on.
to see that. Yeah.
Well, we don't have it up out here. Can you use that to verify whether you got a
Okay, let me take it easy. That was pooped. Yeah, just slow down. Let me get the rake sample, Charlie. Get it. Okay. There's lots of goodies right there on the inner rim. Yeah. Yeah, that's well raked right there. Okay? Okay. Don't fall into that, Mother. Excuse me. Pretty good signs, isn't it? Yeah. Here, let me have the shovel. Okay, I got it. You get that. That's a clod. It's what? That's an indurated clod. There's some rocks. Good deal, boy. That's great. Wait, but let's fill this one up, and then, and John, watch it. Is that okay for you? Wait a minute. Super. Got them everyone in there.
Capcom play?
Okay.
We've got
Okay, real
about 10
dust
minutes
covered,
left at this stop.
mostly
second pan and
centimeter
2
size,
minutes
only about
overhead.
15
Yeah.
frags. Some smaller than that.
Say again?
I've already got my shovel full here, Charlie. Okay.
Just wanted to
Of the
update
dirt?
on it. I don't. I don't know where we want it. We just want a second pan. David.
I hate to tell you this, but I think it's indurated regolith.
Did John get the
Because
second?
I'm just breaking it up. Very friable, Houston. Like dust dirt clods, which is probably what it is. Want to get another one? Yeah, can you try another one? You copy that, Tony?
Say again, Charlie.
I don't think these are rocks. I think it's, if they are, they're very friable. I think it's just indurated regolith.
Okay, we copy.
Well, there may be a rock or two in there. Wait a minute, you got to get them all to one corner, John. There you go. Okay. Yeah, got it. Maybe some of them are rocks. Okay, Houston, that was 3 scoops. And we're not documenting this to the best of our ability because I think we're standing too close to the rim here to... Down sun, I'd be in a big hole. Charlie goes down sun to take the picture, we're in trouble.
All right, we
It
can
ought to
see
be
that.
in the pan.
Right, we see it.
The locator shot will be in the pan. And I'm going to shoot this is an up-sun
Flight science.
after of the
Okay,
rate
the rationale for Station 5 is to go to
That was
a
at bank
block where there's
401,
one that
Tony.
we passed to the left, which we're going to give the direction to, and then we'd like to get the crew's opinion of
Okay,
whether there
Tony,
was another one
you want us to get
way
the,
down that would be sufficient to
we can get the dense
Station 5.
rocks here for the
mean in
padded
addition
bags.
to
There's
or
plenty of them
instead of
around, but they'll
one
probably
No,
be
and instead of
out of South
there's
Ray.
one
All
that'll be,
these
on
blocks
the way up there.
that we see here
Okay.
came out of this secondary. Yep.
What we're trying to do is
Every
find
one.
the Station
Okay, we
5
copy that.
stop, and they mentioned one block you're in on the way up there, and there might be another one that they think is better.
We'll collect the padded bag back near the rover. There's no point in going back up there.
How can we identify the one that we think was a good
Okay, well, that's what we're going to do. I just wondered if secondary was okay for you.
Okay, we're getting them to work.
Way up here, we'll put it on the board here.
We will need a second pan in the area of the penetrating.
Yeah, we can give them a range bearing to drive to and a heading point to.
I'll do that. Boy, isn't it loose on your footing here, John? Feel like I'm really sinking in. Charlie, you really are.
Padded bags be used on these bridges.
padded bags? You want them to be used here on these?
Oh, it's just every need.
So we'll just save them for a later stop.
Just figure out some way to keep my hands closed. Yeah.
So we should just get them
That's
back
the
up.
hard part about it, isn't it? You know, John, that black stuff is glass on those rocks. Sure it is. That's what I said. Yeah.
Okay, fellas, we'd like you to get you packed up there. We'll save the padded bags for later.
Okay.
And your gyro is good. We won't need to torque it.
South Ray. Okay. I got to get one more view from up here. John, I'll take the pan from right here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pack up, Charlie. Okay. Okay, let's see, how do I do this? F11 at 74. Click.
There's the pad.
Okay.
Click. 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 Okay, Tony, do you want me to change the mags on the
EVA
16? It's about empty. That's
affirmative.
per second runs it through there.
Right, go ahead.
Okay, will do.
Should be mag R.
Okay. Man, if I get this top of this and that picture, it's going to be a miracle. Now, I don't think this big crater's the secondary. That's what I mean. But that low one, this little bitty one is probably a primary, too. Because look at the glass on the bottom, man. You got to have velocity to do that. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, does it look like it knocked down any rocks?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think the rocks that are there were there because...
Hey, look, we don't have any concern about the rover, but there's
Yeah, it
one
does,
data
John.
point
There's some rocks right in that corner right there, right by your footprint.
And
right.
agreed to the thing prior to mission was we'd get a
See that one right there, right by the right?
at the start of the EVA.
And here's one right in the very bottom.
All the rest of the time, the thing
Once
should
you
be
get that scoop going, and now we'll go over here
and we were supposed to get two
locator.
speed amps readouts while outbound.
Okay, sounds like a good plan.
But if you could get them to put the switch in amps, we might possibly pick a time when they get a
And we'd like a documented sample of a glass-covered rock.
Okay, was the last reading that we got, it was in the volts position?
Roger, it's been in volts position all the time. We didn't get
Okay, well, we got several.
Yeah,
we already picked up a couple of beads for you, but we didn't document them.
And, you know, they're not very meaningful when you're stopped and all.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I thought, well, we asked him once to put it in amps, but I think he was,
we
he was off the rover at the time.
Yeah, we don't need it in the volts till it's back to the limb.
Okay,
that's a good bag full. Yeah, one scoop.
Next time we'll talk to him.
Well, we can do it again?
Maybe,
we got to notice the color of the material, Charlie, in the bottom of it.
Those readouts
white.
are very meaningful when he stopped. There's no requirement for him to read out volts.
We get a kilo of soil.
On his checklist.
What this is. This is rocks.
Well, you just reading
Marble soil? Yeah.
That's right.
That could be Descartes,
It's
Charlie.
not a big ditty. We got a good rover and we...
Hey, Tony, that rake sample was in 332, and I just, with an experiment, pinched one of the rocks and it broke.
Okay, we copy that.
There's probably going to be a bag full of soil when we get it back.
Well, that may still be Descartes.
There may be. I think it is. The lower material in the crater is want another one? It's lighter albedo. Much lighter albedo, and if I at my druthers, it's somewhere between the gray and the white out on the plains.
Okay.
That's good, John. That's about a kilo. It's somewhere between the gray of the surface and the white material that we picked up out on the plains. And we got a bag full of most of that from scooping underneath a rock sample.
Okay, and after this, we'd like you to move to the rim of the main crater and spend some time just describing the rocks you see and then sample the rim.
Okay, I think, there's one of those glass jobbers, Charlie, right there. Right there.
Okay, we'd like a documented glass sample if you have a chance.
That wasn't big enough to document.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll look for a rock that's glass-coated, Tony.
Okay, fine.
If we were to sample on the upslope side of this crater, where it's shielded towards South Ray in a wall, if it wasn't caused by South Ray, then we ought to be looking at the real Descartes.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
That's a good plan. Hey, Tony, here's the glass-covered one, John, right here. Okay? Remember that right by that footprint. Right where I stopped walking. Man, you gonna get me down in that crater. I'm not. I'm not gonna get a downside of that. I don't think you ought to.
No, let's forget the downside.
Okay? Yeah. Now, the only rocks we see are really angular, and they're on this rim, and I guess the problem is it was a crater event was probably so long ago. There's just not even a
hint of any ledges or bedrock in this rascal. Now, why don't you take the rake right here in front of the dome? I've already documented that area, and see what you get. Take the rake what, Charlie? And just right here in front of the gnomon and see what you get. One scoop. And it might be something. I got the pictures. Do, huh? Yeah. Okay. I don't think you're going to get anything but soil. I don't, too. Oh, there's some rock. Two. Yeah.
Experiments?
Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we got a question there that
Okay, I got it.
kind of wonder if they can see.
Okay, and the white rock that you picked up, the one you just had here, can you see any crystals in it?
Yes, sir, I sure can. It's a bluish crystal, a couple of millimeter size. Bluish? Well, that's what it looked grayish, maybe. And it's got, one corner of it's got a glass ring on it about half a centimeter thick.
Okay, we copy that.
It doesn't look like a breccia, Tony. It looks like a crystalline rock. Yeah, it's got a lot of, it's fine-grained, it seems to be a fine-grained crystalline rock anyway, the part that we can see. The particles in it are millimeter size, though, and I see some millimeter size sparklies flashing at me. That's going in bag 403.
Okay, 403.
Hey, John, let's keep that in. I'm having about strike out on this rake here. I can't, I get a couple of little ones each time, but, okay, about it. Want to move on around over there about 10 feet or so? Okay. Pick a spot. I'll follow in your tracks. You're sliding downhill about 2 inches every time you... I can't get going here. Look at that glass-covered one right there, John. Okay, let's get it, Charlie. Okay. Okay, I'll back off and get the... cross sun here. Yeah, I'm going to have to get an up sun here or else do a lot of work. It's going to be just one rock and one bag here. Going to bag 407, it was some soil,
Experiment
some dirt, a rounded rock.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute, Charlie, let me get it after that.
Okay. Plus times here. We're going to change the clocks to give us plus 20 minutes on the EVA.
Plus 20 minutes?
Right.
Let's grab this angular one next. All right. Okay.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind. We'll try not to use it all right
No,
now.
now, Charlie, let me get it with a talk. Leaning on that shovel is easy. Might be the same kind, John. You picked up the way there. Yeah. Don't get sack there. Maybe you can. It's all partially sacked. There we go. You got it. Okay, that, get the after. Got it. 408, Houston. Get the bag number. Yeah, I'll swap you once you get a soil sample. Okay, that's a good idea.
Okay, and you've got about 10 minutes left before we'll have to leave.
Okay. Okay, maybe we could go to one more area, and so we won't salt it with it. This is just one broken up block here.
Good plan. Hey, you fellas are always thinking.
Now, we try to please. 338 is the soil sample,
Okay.
and it's spinning up that bag. It really works great.
EVA, do you copy?
Anything down under there, John?
No. This is the rim of it. It's very soft. I don't have any trouble digging down with a shovel.
Solid gray all the way.
Solid gray all the way down. I see no layering.
Okay.
Let me put this in your bag. Now, how about up on the upper rim there? This might have been a secondary.
What's that right over there, Charlie?
It's a really a unique white-looking something or other.
Yeah. Let's see what that is.
I think it's soil.
Now, you want to get some of it? It's an unusual soil if it is.
Yeah, it might have been just a little, yeah, it looks like a little teeny impact, doesn't it? Okay, let's get a quick one and then go on up here and get some of these blocks on the upper rim.
Okay.
Okay, there's F11. Okay. It's a down sun. Turn around and get a locator. Boy, this 1/6 gravity is so weak. Got your bag coming, John.
Box updated flight.
Okay.
Hey, Tony, what we're picking up is a white, it looks like a little patch of indurated regolith, and it's whitish in color.
Okay, we're coming.
Okay, let's get a little bit more of the white, John. They got most of it. It was just on the end of the scoop. Okay. There's the, oh, that's great. Orange juice is deep.
I got it?
Yeah, that's got it. I'll get you after.
I get it, Charlie.
Okay. Yeah, that's in bag. That soil sample's in 339, Tony.
Okay, 339.
And I'm through frame count 106 now.
Okay, 106.
Hey, we can get a chance to get up another sample. Thanks.
Okay, you've got about time for just one more.
Okay. Okay.
Anxious for a piece off that rock.
Here's an old rounded one right here, John, with the white spot in it. I don't think... Here's a real angular one right over here. It's probably out of a...
Flight experiments.
Let's get this rounded one, Charlie.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
20 minutes after we arrived.
Okay.
It was 3
I agree.
4 7. Gotcha.
Down sun here. Got it.
Wait a minute.
Get a locator. Okay. Squeeze the thing. Ah, good show.
In bag 409, Houston. and it's so dust covered I'm unable to describe it all. It's a white, sub-rounded rock, and I can't distinguish any crystalline structure in it. It's going in bag 409.
Okay, and you've got 5 minutes here.
I'll put that in mind. Yours is full. Okay. Yours is getting full, too. We got to change out bags. Whoops. My bag is full? Almost.
Yeah, you fellas have been really scooping them up there.
Hey, John, bring me the scoop a minute. Let me whack this thing right here. It's so tempting, I can't pass it up. All right, there's a good place to whack. Something to lean on. Thank you.
The front drive power goes to bus C, and the rear goes to Baker.
Right. Okay. Then,
Okay, that tells you if you got a battery failure or a bus failure.
how do you find that out?
The problem goes away. Has to be a battery failure.
Charlie, guess who's out of
Okay,
bag?
and if the bus
Oh,
changes,
the commander.
the problem changes to front or rear wheels.
Hey, wait a minute, I'll come get you one.
Got a bus failure. But we really feel that we're going to probably find it up in Block 3.
If the problem goes away, it's... You mean if all four wheels are driving? Is that what you mean?
I don't know if that thing will last or not. No, I guess it was just black glass, but it was the way the sun was reflected off of it. That's too bad.
Yeah, if the amps
Anyway,
are balanced,
that's
or the
sample.
speed's normal, it's a bus
it's
failure.
going in bag
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
for
And if you just switch the problem to the front,
13.
then you know it's a battery failure.
That's right. We suspect
Okay, 413.
Hey, Tony, the bottom chorus I said was 36, and the top part is 20. I think, wait a minute. 29.
Okay, we copy 29.
Okay.
I didn't know you guys were watching. I would have done that. You know, I found a use for every geology tool on this got back here. I'll drive over there, Charlie, so let me check out this, Hey, that's a good idea, John. Hearing. Houston, turn off the front drive power, too, and I think you're right, because those front wheels were really digging in.
Okay.
But if we just leave the TV on, just drive over to where we're going to sample these boulders and test this thing out a little.
And Carl, you copy that?
That mess you up too bad?
Yes, I copy. That's fine.
Okay.
Or do you lose sync or something and never get it back?
It's okay, Fly. We'll regain it after he gets there. Maybe have pretty bad comm while he's driving, but
I know there's some core tube caps in here somewhere, but God, if I can.
yeah, he'll have to repeat
Basically,
that.
we're just going to drive slow because we want to check this baby out. You need some more bags, John? Yep.
Flight experiments.
Hey, here's the setup on
Yeah, we
your
want some
seat.
good amp readings while they're moving.
There's the core tube. Yep. Yeah. was right here, yeah, the whole thing.
I wouldn't bet on that, Charlie.
Flatline stereo. Yeah, but I didn't get a close up. I don't think we can turn that one over, John. I can move it, I can rock it. Wait a minute. Let's go over here and look. Let's not put no effort into it. I believe we can. I believe we can push it. I believe we can push it this way. Well, let's get a chunk off of it before we, okay, push it. No, I don't think so either.
Go ahead.
That's a better one to turn over right down there. It's about half the size. It'll work good.
Okay, let's...
Got a few footprints around it for scale now, Houston. Okay, Tony, we might think of a padded bag sample here. Those, there's one rock here that I'm convinced, well, this whole rock here, well, this big one's a breccia, but the other one looks like a crystalline rock.
Science flight.
Let me carry one of these.
Yeah, Tony was asking about what do we do? We find
Let me get a little close up to this.
More solid rocks.
Well, that's the science input, but I'd like to see them chip it like they're going to anyway to see what happens.
Okay, why don't you try to chip out some of those clasps there, and we won't worry about overturning this one, but maybe you can get a fillet here. You haven't messed up the fillet by getting in there too close.
Okay. Charlie, you got your hammer locked into your pocket, so nobody can steal it from me. Let's see, give it to me then. That's that tricky, ain't you? Okay, John, let's find a good place to whack. Let's get the fillet first, though. Oh, okay. Get dirt all over it. Actually, I don't see any fillet per se. I think it just hit and made a stick in the dirt. Ended up in the dirt, Charlie. Tell which way is up. About right there. Okay, fine. And that serves as a locator too, Tony.
Okay, that sounds fine.
What is it, babe? Just looking for a boulder to turn over and I don't see any. There's a little one right up there. It's about a foot and a half. That one right there? Yeah, uh-huh. Okay, Tony, is one scoop full enough?
Right, one scoopful.
You want to mess around on the 1.5 boulder?
Got a little glass bead in it, John. It does.
You want to turn over a 1.5 boulder?
That's good. Put right in.
No flight.
Okay, that one shovel full, Tony, baby, is in 344.
Right, I'll sample out the rest of the time.
Okay.
We're
Okay, 344.
We were thinking about having them take some 500 millimeter of Stone Mountain, but I
Put it in my
don't think
bag,
it's
John. Yours is full.
And we'd like you to use the rest of the time here just in documented sampling if you don't see a more appropriate boulder than that 1.5 one.
Okay.
And we'd encourage you just to look for
down
some
there, John,
variety.
but that's quite a ways down. Tell you something else. I leaned on the rock. We can turn this one over. We can.
Okay, did that disturb the surface on the other side there?
Yeah. the picture will show how I disturbed it.
Okay, it's important that you put this second one down in an area that wasn't...
at all.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we know that.
Okay.
There you go. Get it? Yeah. In an area that wasn't, that didn't go in, right?
Right.
Tony, John was sneaking just like this. And he really got up to it before the guy didn't even know he was coming.
Outstanding, Charlie. Thanks for the rerun.
Man, that thing flops open. Okay, John, I'll give you a hint. Man, that's a great snake. Okay, that's good right there.
Okay, just a little pressure.
Fly experiment?
Beautiful. You picked something up on that one.
Okay, we want...
Only on one corner. You got
because
something
we
on
just
one
pulled,
corner, Houston.
Bus B.
Okay, we'll have to take it that way.
On that too,
That's the way the
put
ground
the
is.
left rear and right
Okay.
rear.
Right.
Drive power.
Man, you fellas have outstanding
I'd say,
finesse.
20% of
to
it's covered.
Baker.
Oh,
And
20% is
rear
pretty good.
steering to Bus Baker.
That's fine.
I think 20%. Okay, 20%.
You gonna run the rover here?
20% of one corner is covered. I mean, 20% of the whole thing is covered.
Does that put everything on battery one?
These go into
Right.
rock bags, don't they? In SCBs? Yeah.
I don't know. Let me take them back and put them under the seat. I don't know where they go.
I think they go in SCBs.
SCP.
Donnie, are these going in SCBs?
They're going to the SCP that doesn't go in the SRC.
Flight span, we concur with putting all the drive
Yeah,
power
okay.
strain on bat 1.
Which
I've
one
already
has
got
a
that
problem
one
with
collected.
cooling down? Or it doesn't cool down
Bat
anything?
2 is the one that doesn't cool down.
Battery 1 has a better
Okay, John, that was
characteristic.
beautiful.
Okay, that's
That's what?
a
But, top open again.
rear drive and rear steering.
Yeah, I'm coming with the scoop. What else you need?
I need the hammer.
I got it.
Experiments, Mike. Go ahead.
Hey, want to just sort of sneak up so you don't sprinkle any dirt down the bottom of this place where we turned it over.
Yeah, okay.
Eat, chirp.
Look at that soil. It's all cake looking in
Yeah,
it.
it is.
Well, as long as they started.
Okay. Let me get the soil before you start whacking, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's all glass covered. The bottom is glass covered, Houston.
Yeah, white glass.
No, that's the black stuff is the glass. The other's crystal. That's the crystalline rock.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that part of it is.
Very good.
Flight science.
Go
And
ahead.
it looks just like
We
an
missed
alkali
it.
flat
Did Charlie completely
in the cake
close the
is under it,
core
Tony.
of the CSVC, and is that all taken care of now?
Yeah, he said.
And that's
he just
right
made
from the
comment, let me
deepest
get the
part.
caps on, and I'll come help you.
Okay, that was just the caps
That
on the
sample
core
is
sample,
right
but
in the middle, which happens
no,
to be
I'm
the
not sure of that.
the deepest penetration that boulder made.
Very good.
Okay. That's a sack fall.
379.
Okay, back 370.
Where you gonna whack it, John?
And Charlie, your
Right
SCB's
there?
open,
Yeah.
so a rock might come out.
Okay. Real friable, isn't it?
Now you found a real rock.
Aha! Look at that piece. Here, let me get it, John. Back up. I'll go get it. There it is, right there. It's to get it too dirty. Dirty. Oops. There we go. Okay, we got you about a 4 centimeter chip.
Okay, that sounds good. Get some photos of it, and I think we've done it.
An excellent glass, John. Those are crystals. Those are big crystals.
LMP ops here.
At least 5 millimeters.
Flap open.
With a bluish cast to them.
See it.
Yeah.
And probably causing it to heat up a little bit. Might not hurt anything, but if you get it...
That's going in back 380, Houston.
Okay, 380.
Because it'll be hot when
Yeah.
it gets back in.
It looks to me like it's a
Hot to touch. Hot to touch.
okay. A shock rock with a lot of, and this is a guess,
what do you call
a lot of black glass
locking
in a fracture pattern.
Yeah.
Okay.
John can probably get it for you.
Okay, I'll hold it.
Flight science?
Go ahead.
We need the number that's going to before we even get it.
Okay.
Which was a sharp angle.
And we got to leave.
Okay, and we're going to have to pack up and head home.
Okay. Okay. Home is about 50 meters away. Can you put this back here, Charlie?
Yeah.
I thought we lost a break here for a minute, but there it is.
Tell me your flight.
And that sample is going in bag 381, and I'll shoot the pan here in a second.
Okay, 381.
Flight gentlemen. Is there any concern about that ops latch there, the temperature on it?
And it was a black
They just,
rock, but I don't think it was a
we
vesicular
just don't know
basalt.
how
I think it was
hot
a
might be.
bread
It would be hot to the touch. And
Okay.
Probably the same type as we've been
wear
sampling
the
it.
gloves when you lift up on it.
This here has a couple of core caps in it too, Charlie, number one. How about core tubes? Yeah, a couple of core tubes in
Oh,
number
good.
one.
Okay, we'll take those out.
Are they empty?
Yeah, they're empty. Okay, put them under my seat.
Sure they're empty.
Yeah, positive. Unless they got a cap on them, they're empty. Okay, Tony, we found them.
Okay, good show.
Okay, SCB-3 is going to go up with us. The SRC is going to go up with us. And I'm packing the ETB now.
Okay, I'm going to put these two bags under your seat, Charlie.
Okay.